Hello, this lesson will give you an opportunity to learn even more about the software. Please keep in mind that this lesson is equal to class time plus homework time for the week, and the end product will be the project that you hand in. It's in your best interest to start this well before the deadline for the week, as this will take considerable time to complete. Open the program, and if you don't already have a new blank file started, then click on File New. Let's start out by resetting Tools and Styles. Click up here in the upper left over top of the icon with a right mouse button click and choose Reset All Tools. And over here in the Style menu, click on the Reset button. First, I'd like to point out a setting in Preferences that I may not have mentioned before. Click here on Edit and Preferences. Click on Documents. Some users have had problems with the program when this here has been checked, the Autosave for Crash Recovery. So if you have a check mark here, uncheck it and click OK. A couple of other items I may not have covered previously. This area here is called the Workspace. And this area here is what I refer to as the stage. You can change the height of the timeline as needed. Point the mouse over top of this line and you'll see the icon change. Hold the left mouse button down and then drag. This way you can get more real estate on your stage, or if you need to see more layers within the timeline over here. Now I've put here on the screen a sample of the basic drawing that you're going to start out with before you start animating. And I'll include a copy of this in the classroom if you want to refer to it. Also, before we start drawing, be sure that you are on frame 0, so check this field right here, and if it doesn't say 0, put a 0 there and hit enter. In the Layers palette over here, double-click on Layer 1 and name this Sky. On the left, under Tools, click on the Draw Shape tool and click up here on the rectangle. Draw a rectangle filling the whole stage. Back over to Tools, underneath the word Fill, click on Select Shape and click on the rectangle. Uncheck Stroke right here in the Style menu, and next to Effect, click on the drop-down and choose Gradient. We're going to get rid of the center tag down here, so right here, click once on this center tag and then push your Delete key on your keyboard, and that should remove it. So we're just going to work with a beginning color and an end color. First, click over here on the white tag and then click in the swatch. I'm going to find a blue. If you want to use something other than blue, like purple or a red or a green, that's fine. I'm going to go from a light color blue to a dark color blue. So I'll start out with this kind of a light blue here and click OK. Now click once on the dark tag and then click on the swatch, and I'm going to choose a deeper color blue and click OK. So you can see that I have kind of a milder blue and then a deeper blue to there, and click OK. Now click once over here in the workspace just so that you can see your gradient. You have to zoom out. I'll click the zoom tool. And you see when I clicked on that other tool, I actually lost my gradient controller, and I'm glad I did so that you can see what to do to get it back. Just to go over here underneath Fill and click on Select Shape. So that line is back there again. Now I am going to have to, well, let me just click right here on the bottom of it in the solid filled circle and hold the mouse button down and move that. So you see what it is there. There's a solid filled circle and a hollow one. Okay. And you see if I move it around that you're seeing different parts of the gradient. You can also shorten that up. If I reach up here to the hollow circle, point, hold my left mouse button down, and pull, you see how it's changing the gradient. All right, or I can swing it around and move this. Now, let me click away once. All right, so that is how you control the length of the gradient and where it's placed. All right, you can have it wherever. So our goal is to get a sky that is, you can either have yours darker at the top and lighter at the bottom, or you can have yours lighter at the top and darker at the bottom, and you can change how smooth it is. So I'm going to have mine a little darker at the top here. It's important to know what to do if you decided that you wanted to change this later on after you've been working on something else. Just be sure that you are back on that layer, and then in the tools, click on the select shape icon and click on that object, and then here next to effect, click on this small box with the 3 dots. This brings the gradient menu back up, and then you can click on a tag, click on the swatch, change the color if you want to, click OK again, click OK again, and so on. Okay? And you can always adjust these as well. I'll pause this right now and continue in the next video.